really don't like mobile game ads. And I'm not talking about like Clash of Clans or like Raid Shadow Legends. I'm talking about the mobile game ads that are so dishonest that you download the game and it's nothing like the advertisement. And there's been a huge uptick of these recently, especially ones that have very lewd advertisements, especially furry ones, which is kind of wild. But like with Raid Shadow Legends and like Clash of Clans and stuff, if you see an advertisement for it, it's usually pretty honest. It just tells you what the game is and how the game works and like why you should play the game. It's like a pretty honest advertisement. But not only are mobile game ads, or a lot of ads in general, just utterly insufferable now, they just lie. They just lie about what the game is. Like this ad, for instance. Dude, there's no shot the real game is like this. There's no chance. There is no chance. What even is this ad? Why? Why would somebody download this? Now, granted, some of these ads have piqued my interest as to if the game is actually real or not, and I went and checked the store page, but I didn't download them because the game was not as advertised at all. It was a completely different thing. Like, you'll click an ad for an app like this, and you'll get a, like, air hockey game on mobile. You will not get this game. And I want to know when companies decided to make ads bad, because they're just kind of bad now. In the early 2000s, we got a lot of really good advertisements. And yeah, they were still ads. I think everyone would prefer to not see ads in general, but they're here to stay, okay? They're not going away. But like the old Pokemon ads were great. They were fun. And like the old ads for like Doritos and Mountain Dew, those were also good. And now they're just like bad. They're all just so generic. At least ads from big companies like Coca-Cola and Doritos and stuff like that are extremely generic, because these mobile games are anything but generic. You cannot say these are generic ads because they are wild. And game trailers and game advertisements also were a lot better, because back then the game you saw is kind of what you got. Nowadays they're usually broken. But that's straying a little bit off topic. There's just something about mobile games that make every advertisement for them terrible. Like they're always misleading. They're always like way out there. They're just weird. Like here's another one. That's literally the Mario sound. That is copyrighted. You can't use that in your mobile game. This game doesn't exist. And what is this concept? You crush your enemies and you get a fat ass? This game does not exist. I hate to bring it to you for anybody who wanted to play this awful shit. It does not exist. And it's like the worst part is the only way I see these working is if they're marketed towards kids. And I'm not even talking like a 14-year-old. I'm talking like an 8-year-old. Because who else would be stupid enough to download this game? Who else would be? Seriously, maybe like a 90-year-old dude or something, right? But like, who else would be dumb enough to download this game if they're not an 8-year-old? It also kind of annoys me because YouTube will push ads like this pretty often, and they'll put like hot lewd furries on your homepage and then demonetize and age restrict for like the dumbest things. And I get that YouTube wants to be more sanitary for advertisers, right? That makes sense to me. But you can't demonetize me for being edgy or saying something a little out there and then show a hot lewd wolf girl on my video. You can't do that. That is such, no, you can't. That is such an amount of hypocrisy. You can't do that. Dude, this one is literally, what is this? This is Seduce His Father. I will give them one thing. These ads are usually pretty funny, but not in the way they intend, I don't think. I think it's only funny if you know it's not a real game. I think if you think it's a real game, you're like, damn, I want to seduce his father. But at some point down the timeline, all these advertisements just got bad. I don't know when. Because all the ads I remember were like really good advertisements. Now, that could have also been me being a very impressionable child and remembering things like that. But I also don't really buy the products for the ads I remember. A lot of the ads I remember the most are all those like depression medication ads that used to show on TV. Because like honestly, they were really unintentionally funny. Like, I don't know, there's something about like this person takes a pill and then magically their world's filled with color again. And then they read like a symptom list of like 100 things at the end. I remember those really well because they were funny ads. And maybe it's because I don't watch TV and I have YouTube Premium, so I don't see YouTube ads. Maybe there's like really good ads that I'm missing. The most ads I see are usually on Twitch, and Twitch has like really bad ads. Every ad on Twitch is like, are you a gamer? Do you want to do this gamer thing? They literally had one that was like Invisalign, and they're like, are you a gamer? Then get that perfect gamer smile or something like that. It was so bad. It was such a bad advertisement. And here's another ad. This one's called Garden Affairs. I can only imagine what this is. Bro, why? The window's shut. It's not. This is so bad. Ah, yes, my dream job. I want to pick up after a 500-pound man who can't even open the window to throw the plates outside. God damn it, dude. Huh? This is also stupid. This one's just mega dumb. What is that, God? like, am I supposed to fight God? Is that this? Is this God? I love how the guy who re-uploaded this put cringe alert in the title. Oh my God. Dude, I keep seeing ads for Project Makeover. This is another Project Makeover ad. And it's also really sad to have an ad where it's like, well, your husband cheated on you because you weren't hot enough. That's pretty depressing. Oh, someone literally made a gameplay video. Okay. I'll give it to Project Makeover. They might not have those crazy scenarios in the ads, but at least the game looks like pretty similar to the actual advertisement. This isn't that bad, actually. But why is there Candy Crush? Why is there Candy Crush in this game? Maybe it is very different. Maybe it is extremely different. Is this how they monetize? They make you play Candy Crush. You have to beat levels to buy new makeup. What the hell? I watched exactly half a second of this ad. What is this? Why is this illegal? This should not be legal. That is BoJack Horseman, for lack of a better term, in a word that I don't want to say, dungeon. God damn it, I hate YouTube demonetization. This just looks like, this is just cancer. This is terrible. This is god awful. Also, this is like a really common thing. Like games where you get bigger as you go through the map and it gets more like, it's weird. It's such a weird concept for a game. I've seen it before and I've seen it in a lot of ads too. It's such a weird concept. Okay, apparently this is also an ad, but like just looking at it, I feel like it's not. This is a stock image in the background. You can see the watermark of deposit photo.
Like you've never cared for a horse before. I need to blink, can't you see? How did I get stuck with you as my caretaker?
This has to be a parody. There's no way this is real.
There's
no way this is real. What is
this? Must be hell, and you are my tormentor.
There's no way this is a real ad. This has to be a parody. There's no shot.
Finally, you figure it out, and yet it was so simple, you know.
Okay, that was the best ad we've seen so far, but there's no way that's real. There's no way that's a real ad. It can't be. It can't be. I'm gonna assume it's fake. It's too funny to be real. If it's real, goddamn, that game sucks, but I'd really like to talk to one of the guys from the marketing agencies that like make these advertisements, because I'm sure it's like one or two companies, because they're all so similar and their business strategy must be crazy and it must be like somewhat effective, because like you see these kinds of ads everywhere. They're kind of inescapable. And I get why they work. I just wish they were more honest and upfront. And I feel like these games have to be breaking some kind of deceptive advertising law. But mobile games are such throwaway games that like they just kind of don't matter, I feel like, to them. Because it's like, oh, we broke deceptive ad practices. Well, the company no longer exists. You have to sue literally the air. Have fun with that. And my biggest problem with it is honestly the fact that YouTube endorses these advertisements. I wouldn't care if YouTube didn't age restrict and demonetize for like some of the dumbest reasons you can imagine. Like if YouTube was fair with how they handed out their age restrictions and demonetizations, I would care a lot less. But it's the fact that I've been age restricted and demonetized for some of the dumbest things imaginable. And then games where the main focus is to make your butt bigger or like completely okay. It's like totally fine to advertise with. Now, maybe if they're paying an ad premium for having their disgusting degenerate ads on my videos, maybe I'm okay with that, maybe. But I don't see them paying a premium, therefore it is not okay. Everyone has a price, remember that. And as I mentioned before, I have YouTube Premium, so I don't see a lot of these ads anymore. But like from what I've seen in other people's videos and people talking about this, there's like a lot of lewd ads and a lot of them are furries, which is like especially weird. I'm not hating on you if that's your thing. I'm just kind of shocked the market's so big, that's all. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter @Spattons1 and click the end screen to check out more of my content, and have a good one.